What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. And I thought today we could rebuild the Dallas Mavericks. I decided to rock my Dirk Nowitzki jersey as our goal today is to get Dirk one last ring. Can we do it? I'm a realistic rebuilder, so keep that in mind. But I think the Mavericks have something figured out on that team. But let's go ahead and just start rebuilding the Mavericks, guys. I hope you guys do enjoy. Subscribe if you haven't already. Let's go. So let's rebuild the Dallas Mavericks. I believe I learned from my mistakes from last video. The Cavs video didn't go too well. I think it should have went a lot better, but it didn't. But today we're doing the Dallas Mavericks, so I'm hoping for a fresh start, which we do have a fresh start. What am I saying? So let's go ahead and let's just make this team a championship team by the end of this video. 3 seasons, let's do it. So now we got DeAndre Jordan, Harrison Barnes, Luka Doncic, Dennis Smith Jr., Dirk Nowitzki, Wesley Matthews, Dwight Powell, JJ Barea, Salah Mejri, Maxi Kleber, Devin Harris, Dorian Finney-Smith, Jalen Brunson, Ray Spalding, Jalen Jones at the end of the roster. So for this Dallas Mavericks team, I like what they have going. I really do, and I think they're going to be a fun team to watch this upcoming season. Not necessarily a team that's going to make the win a championship by any or make the playoffs is what I'm trying to say. They're not going to make the playoffs. Probably not. I mean, there's a good chance they will, but the Western Conference with being so packed, it's going to be hard. But anyway, salary cap is going to be nice next year. It looks like we have quite a bit of money next year, and we can decide whether we want to bring back DeAndre Jordan. Harrison Barnes, we'll see if he accepts his player option. Wesley Matthews is going to be a free agent. Dirk Nowitzki is probably going to retire after the season. Luka Doncic and Dennis Smith Jr. is the backcourt of the future. But let's go ahead. Let's see how the rotation is looking for this team first off. I'm still trying to figure out everything, like where everything is, but I think I have everything down for the most part. We got Dennis Smith Jr., Luka Doncic, Wesley Matthews, Harrison Barnes, DeAndre Jordan, Dirk Nowitzki, Dwight Powell, JJ Barea, and Maxi Kleber all come off the bench. You know what? I'll rock with that this first season. That is fine with me, but let's go ahead and just see how this Dallas Mavericks does this first season, and then we'll make our moves from there. And if it goes well, then maybe we don't need to change much. But if it goes bad, maybe we can change a lot. Rookie of the Year goes to Luka Doncic. I'm glad to see that. 13.5 points, 7 rebounds, 6.5 steals. Tyreke Evans, 6-man. Kawhi, so basically the same thing as last video. I think De'Aaron Fox wins most improved instead of Buddy Hield. That's basically it. But on the All-NBA first team, I don't expect to see anybody on these teams, but it's always cool to look at them, of course. Then the all-rookie first team, we got Luka Doncic, Mohamed Bamba, Sexton, Bagley, Ayton, Wendell Carter, Okobo, however you want to say it, Jaren Jackson Jr. Actually, real quick though, on my career, I decided to play with the Phoenix Suns. I don't know about you guys, but they need a point guard, and my guy was the point guard, so I decided to go. That's kind of off topic, but we did make, did we? Oh yes, I was about to say, did we not make the playoffs? 44-38, I thought it was a playoff record, but we did make the playoffs, 44-38. But real quick, I forgot to do this last video, but here are the player stats for this season. We got Dennis Smith Jr. with 20 points, Harrison Barnes with 19, Luka Doncic with 13.5, and Wesley Matthews with 13. Barea had 12, and Dirk still had 10 off the bench. DeAndre Jordan with 8, 12, and 1.7. Yes, DeAndre Jordan's probably going to want a big contract this summer, and I'm not probably going to give it to him. So let's just see how we do against this Houston Rockets team. And we are down 2-0 to start this series, but it's all right. We're down 3-0 now, and looks like this is where we will get bounced out, which is fine. I wasn't expecting to win. Oh, wait a minute. We won one game. I wasn't expecting to even make the playoffs the first season, but 2K decided to throw me a bone. So I'm already doing better than last video. Last video, I didn't even make the playoffs. So, yeah, I'm doing a lot better. So if you guys have not seen that video, it's the Cavaliers. I'm going to have the link down in the description below. I'm going to have the playlist, the link to the video, whatever you want to see. And if you guys haven't watched that, go ahead and make sure you go watch that. Definitely kind of introduced a new format for my videos if you are a long-time subscriber. Yeah, so go watch it if you haven't. And then the Rockets beat the Bucks in 4 games. So now we have an offseason ahead of us where we are going to make some moves. Dirk Nowitzki. Yes, I am allowed to override. So I'm allowed to override at least 1 season. I want to keep Dirk Nowitzki here for 1 more season because I want to win him 1 more ring. So we're going to leave him here for 1 more season. League meetings, although I think he is retiring in real life, so maybe I shouldn't have done that, but oh well. I want to give Dirk 1 last ring. But for the draft lottery, let's see. We don't even have a lottery pick, but we have... Do we even... we do not have a pick. The Hawks have our pick in that trade. Yes, they have that in that pick in our trade. I'm talking way too fast. calm down. Okay, anyway, NBA draft. Let's see what we got for the NBA draft. Trade finder. We have Luka Doncic, Dwight Powell, Jalen Brunson, Ray Spalding, all under contract. And I don't think we have any picks at all. I don't believe so. This is where you can view picks, though. That is so cool. Second round pick. Yeah, that's cool. So we only have second round picks. So I'm going to be skipping over this year's draft. And then for the rookie signing, we got Jalen. Is that Juwan Goodwin in left? Wow, that is a name. That is a name. Wow. Okay, for player options, Harrison Barnes accepts his player option, and Dennis Smith Jr. accepts it, or we're gonna accept Dennis Smith Jr. of course as well. And then we can look at those, see who declined or whatever. Maxi Kleber, yeah, probably not gonna bring any of you guys back. So now we can go renounce everybody in the cap holds. That way we don't have any. We got to bring back Dirk Nowitzki. That is a must. Salam Mejri, Max Kleber, Finney Smith. I think I'm going way too fast for 2K. And then DeAndre Jordan, I will not be bringing him back just because he probably wants a lot of money, and he did not play like I would want him to. He at least should have averaged a triple-double, if anything. So now for the cap space, we have 50 million cap space. 50 million. So now it is time to bring back Dirk. We got Dennis Smith Jr., Luka Doncic, Harrison Barnes, Dwight Powell, and Ray Spalding. So Dirk Nowitzki is a must to bring back, be the starting power forward. And we're going to need a starting 3. Or Harrison Barnes could be a starting 3. Dirk could start at the 4 again if we need him to. And then, so I have someone in mind that I want to get. And that is, where is he? Is he out here? Yes, DeMarcus Cousins. I do want to bring him in if we can. Just because the Mavericks were interested in him at one point. Let's make sure we get Dirk Nowitzki, though. Let's make sure that happens, because I don't want to... Expected 14 mil. He wants 1 year, $10 million. Come on now, 2K. Dirk Nowitzki ain't like that. He wants $10 million. That's a little wild. I might have to edit that contract. That's a little crazy. I don't think Dirk Nowitzki... Well, maybe he would. I don't know. Affordable? I didn't see that they have affordable at the top. That's pretty cool. Can I even afford DeMarcus Cousins at this point? Probably not. It doesn't say affordable. Kemba Walker's affordable, apparently. What about other centers? Because we do need a center on this roster, just in case DeMarcus Cousins isn't affordable. Well, it's not saying it on these guys, so maybe that's nothing to pay attention to. I don't know. But anyway, Vucevic, Miles Turner. So we got a contract to DeMarcus Cousins and Dirk Nowitzki. What else could we use? A backup shooting guard. We could always use one of those. Wayne Ellington off the bench would be pretty clutch. We could always bring back Wesley Matthews, but he wants what? Wayne Ellington for 2 years. A 1 year deal. What about 1 year, $5 million deal? Small forwards, Reggie Bullock. We have used all of our offers today. We get Dirk Nowitzki. And DeMarcus Cousins actually accepted another offer. So we get Dirk Nowitzki and Wayne Ellington. 15 mil is going to towards 2 players right now. And DeMarcus Cousins actually goes back to the Kings, interestingly enough. So now I'm hoping with 15 mil. So now we only have 25 mil in cap. No, 35 mil in cap space. So we can still afford a max free agent, I hope. DeAndre Jordan is the last center available. Wow, that is a blow. That does suck. Do I really go with DeAndre Jordan for another year? 26 mil? I might have to. I wanted DeMarcus Cousins. That was like the perfect ideal fit. I mean, we could go for a Jimmy Buckets. Play the 3. Harrison Barnes play the 4. Dirk Nowitzki play that small ball center. I don't know. We could do something like that. Jimmy Butler. We want to make this team good. So I'm not going to be wasting my time not having this team good. So Jimmy Butler, if you could come to this team, that would be cool. What about Harrison Barnes? He wouldn't be a bad fit here either. 2 year, $40 million deal. $40 million deal. Randall, he could be a nice little center for us, possibly. So let's see what those looking like. So we got a Julius Randle. We got accepted other offers. So we can get Julius Randle here. 2 year, $17 million deal. I mean, Jimmy Butler goes to Lakers. Jimmy Butler goes to Lakers, which, you know, is kind of expected. Ooh, Vucevic. If we could potentially afford Vucevic as well, that'd be cool. Oh, he accepts another offer. So, all right. So now Vucevic is still here. Can we afford him? I'm not sure. It doesn't say we can't. What do we got? What's our... I think we can afford him, honestly. So let's see. Let me go with Vucevic. I mean, he's the best center available right now. What about a 1 year deal for Vucevic? Can I afford him? He accepts. He goes to the Kings as well. Come on, Sacramento. Jeez, why are you taking all the centers I want?
Cauley-Stein, maybe for a 1-year deal. Get Willie Cauley-Stein. Yeah, we'll do that. Willie Cauley-Stein, not the best. Definitely did not make this team a championship team like I wanted. Jimmy Butler and Tobias Harris went to other teams, but we got Dennis Smith Jr., Luka Doncic, Wayne Ellington, Harrison Barnes, Julius Randle, Dirk Nowitzki, Dwight Powell, Willie Cauley-Stein. So, does Julius Randle go down at the center? He goes to a... So we'll leave him at the power forward, and then Dirk Nowitzki, and yeah, we'll just do something like that. So yeah, definitely not ideal. I definitely wanted it to go a little bit better than that, but we gave out some contracts. Let's see, what else? I'm trying to find contract salary cap. So we have 12 mil in cap space still available to us as well, and then more next season. Julius Randle is the only one guaranteed, and Dirk Nowitzki will have to retire next season, and Harrison Barnes. So, I mean, if we do strike out this season, maybe we're going to fail giving Dirk Nowitzki one last ring. But I think, nonetheless, we did get some value here in the offseason, and hopefully we're still a playoff team. I'm not sure if we are, but, I mean, it's looking that way. Luka Doncic goes up 4. But I'm going to go ahead, guys, and simulate to the end of next season. And also, I have something to get to, and that is a question of the day.
To the question of the day part of the video. Last video I asked you guys if Kevin Love could possibly play like his Minnesota Timberwolves days, and today my question for you guys is, are the Dallas Mavericks a playoff team in the Western Conference? Just let me know down in the comment section below. All you have to do is put hashtag QOTD down in the comment section below, and I'll give your answer in the next video. So for the answers you guys gave me for the Kevin Love one, I have my handy dandy laptop here, and then Ethan Vander Hoff, sorry about that. Kevin Love is a little too old and injury prone to be doing that again. Also, Sexton is also going to have a huge role in the offense, so he'll average like 17 and 10. I think that's pretty fair to say. And then what else we got? Question of the day. He is not in his prime, but I think he will lead. L has 11, by the way, says he is not in his prime, but I think he will lead his team to an 8th seed in the Easy East. That is also something I could see. Chris Motions asks he won't be prime Love, but he will average a double-double. I like that as well. And then question of the day from Cowboy X Factor. I wish, but probably not. I wonder how in the simulation how you got Klay Thompson and Chris Middleton consider signing with the Cavs. Yeah, I'm not sure either. Why would those two ever want to come to the Cavs? But anyways, that's it for the question today. Like I said, remember to answer the question I gave you guys today. Are the Dallas Mavericks a playoff team? So let's jump right back into the...
So at the trade deadline, we are probably not going to make the playoffs this season, and Harrison Barnes is looking to be a free agent, and I'm not looking to really pay him that much, and I'm not sure I want to bring him back anyway. So for this trade, I like Malcolm Brogdon possibly being the backup point guard of the future for this team behind Dennis Smith Jr., and then John Henson won't be a bad center to have for at least one season. So although there are some nice offers out here like Kevin Love and Tyreke Evans, I really don't want Kevin Love's massive contract. So let's just go with this Malcolm Brogdon trade. Reason why the Bucks do this is because they get a nice scorer next to Giannis Antetokounmpo, and then the reason why the Mavericks do this is because they don't want to pay Harrison Barnes, and Brogdon would be a nice backup point guard. So let's make that trade at the trade deadline, and I like that. So now for the coach for the rotation, let's see what it's looking like now. So now we got Dennis Smith Jr., Luka Doncic. Nick Young is actually now at the 3, so that left us without a 3. Julius Randle, Willie Cauley-Stein, Malcolm Brogdon, John Henson, and Wayne Ellington, and Dirk Nowitzki are all getting minutes. So now we kind of have an awkward spot at the 3 right now. So Nick Young, I don't really want starting there right now. Brogdon and Henson, Wayne Ellington. So I guess really our only option here is maybe to just start Wayne Ellington there for the remainder of the season. And then let's give Dwight Powell those minutes. Let's give him Dwight Powell. I'm messing this up like big time. What am I trying to do? Okay, so Nick Young. All right, so John Henson is right there. Dirk Nowitzki, and then Nick Young is out of the rotation. That's what I'm trying to do. So now we got Wayne Ellington going to play the 3 for now, I guess, because we don't have another option. 28 minutes for Wayne Ellington. John Henson, 25. Dirk Nowitzki, let's give him about 20 as well. And then okay, not 4 minutes, but let's do something like that. 11 minutes for Dwight Powell at the end. So yeah, we'll roll with this. So I like this. I think it looks a little bit better. And then Brogdon will be a nice backup point guard to have for the future. So liking that a lot. And just like that, we don't have to pay Harrison Barnes this offseason. So, I mean, we pick up a nice backup point guard. Let's continue the simulation. All right, we are in our last offseason of the video. So let's make sure we do something good here. Like, at the end of the day, we want to make the playoffs one last time for this rebuild because we've only got one more season. So we should have a nice pick. The 4th pick is possible. So we got the 3rd pick, a top 3 pick, which is awesome. So staff signing, Now that Rick Carlisle is gone, we got to bring someone good back in. So Benjamin Walker has like literally no interest in us whatsoever. So I mean, we'll try that. What about Oliver Gordon? No offense or no interest in us either. Assistant coach, we can always hire Ryan Williams. Luke Schmidt, always a nice, usually a nice head coach to sign. And then we'll sign. Oh yeah, we'll just get Luke Schmidt. So okay, now let's go to the NBA draft, and this is where I have a decision to make. So I think what I'm gonna do is trade this pick away. Now I want a center out of this. Whatever I do, I want a center out of this trade. So for the third pick, what can I get? So we got DeLon Wright and Leroy Anderson, Bledsoe, Levine, Kevin Love, the 7th pick of Michael Beasley, Bobby Portis, Kemba Walker, Deion Waiters, Jeremy Lamb, Vucevic. Not the ideal center that I'm looking for. I want a dominant. DeAndre Jordan is the best center that is available right now. So I'm gonna have to increase my offer somewhere. Like that's where it's gonna have to come down to. So 2 first-round picks. What do we got now? All right, Kevin Love, Kemba Walker, Goran Dragic, Aaron Gordon, DeAndre Jordan is still my best offer. So I might have to make a trade, which let's do that. So third pick. I don't know what center ideally that I'm looking for, but I want a better center than what we got. So Marc Gasol, Hassan Whiteside. I mean, we could just Rudy Gobert at the towards the end of his contract. I don't know if the Jazz would ever trade a guy like Rudy Gobert, but no. Okay, they don't want to do that. What about if we threw in Dwight Powell? What if we threw in a nice piece in Dwight Powell? So the third pick, Dwight Powell for Rudy Gobert. They agree. So we get Rudy Gobert as our center. So I'm cool with that. So we got Rudy Gobert. Now, yeah, this roster, I'm liking how this roster is looking. It's shaping up to be real good. So I didn't want to get rid of Dwight Powell because he's a nice backup, but you got to do what you got to do at the end of the day. Player options, of course, we're bringing our young backcourt back. And guys, I really think that this last season is going to be great for us. So I'm really excited. Donovan Mitchell and all that. Dorian Finney-Smith, no. I don't even know how you ended back on the team, but whatever. And then for the cap holds, Cauley Stein, Wayne Ellington. We're just going to renounce everyone here. I don't plan on bringing a lot of these guys back. So I can't go too fast for 2K because they don't seem to like that. 30 mil in cap space. So we still have room to bring in another max guy if we wanted to, but I'm not going to do that. So we got Dennis Smith Jr., Malcolm Brogdon. We got Luka Doncic and Jalen Brunson in here as well. We got Luka Doncic, which I could move Jalen Brunson to the shooting guard potentially. That way we just have a... He goes up, but not by much. Brogdon, we got... Or we could move Brogdon to the backup shooting guard as well. And Brunson could be the backup point guard. Let's do that. I know Brogdon goes up. Yeah, he goes up too. So we'll do that. Now we got Doncic and Brogdon, Randall, Rudy Gobert. So we need a 3. That is what we need and some backup. So we have a backup backcourt. We need a 3 and some backup bigs. So let's look for that. So backup or 3 that we need. Harrison Barnes is available for 19 mil. We could afford that. We so could afford that. That would be the biggest finesse. I mean, we got Malcolm Brogdon and we can just bring him right back. But I think a guy like Justice Winslow or Jay Crowder, bring them back to the Mavericks, or bring Jay Crowder back to the Mavericks. I think that would... Denzel Valentine's not a bad starter either. We could go for it all and get Harrison Barnes, or we could get like a little low salary guy that could just be a nice starter for us. Let's get a Mason Plumlee kind of guy or something, like Jakob Poeltl off the bench. Greg Monroe. We could go Greg Monroe for 1 season. And then let's go for either Jay Crowder, Justice Winslow. So he wants... Let's get Jay Crowder. I like the idea of Jay Crowder being the starter on this team. What about power forwards? Mirotic would be a nice backup. And he's shaved. That is awesome. And they have him shaved on this game. That is cool. Serge Ibaka, Pascal Siakam. We used all of our contracts for the day. So we can't afford all of them. So we can either get Jay Crowder and Mirotic off the bench. So we can do that. And then let's go for a... Yeah, let's actually just keep it like that. So Jay Crowder and Mirotic are going to be the backup. So Julius Randle and Mirotic are going to play on the same team once again. And now when we look at our team, we still have 3 mil in cap space available, but we are done. So that is awesome. It is a plus when you have rookie contracts on your team because you have so much cap space to work with. But I'm loving this roster. This is going to look good. Okay, we need a backup 3 or a backup center. So let's go get one real quick. For a backup 3, CJ Miles. Terrence Ross. What about backup center? Who's available? Aaron Baines. A lot of veterans here. I don't really want to sign someone that's just going to go down. Terrence Ross. Let's just go get Terrence Ross, I guess. So let's get Terrence Ross. And guys, I think that's how we're going to end the rebuild. We're going to not really end the rebuild. Like, end, you know what I mean. Like, no more off seasons. Just one last simulation. Let's see how this team does. If this team does not make the playoffs, that is wild. That will be wild. That'd be really wild. So I'm going to go ahead and simulate to the end of next year. Let's see if this team can win a championship, possibly. So unfortunately, 2K, one thing that I do not like about 2K is their simulations will always be on some BS. And that looks like it's the same way this year, unfortunately. We didn't even make the playoffs, which is kind of wild. I mean, this team is kind of stacked. I don't understand. I really don't. I mean, it's just the way it is sometimes, though. Like, not much you can do about it. 2K is going to do what they want. And, yeah, so, I mean, not a whole lot I could have done. But this team is really freaking good, and we didn't make the playoffs. So, that is how the video will end. So, I do thank you guys so much for watching. Of course, leave a like if you did enjoy. It'd be greatly appreciated. But 2K is on its BS. Like usual. What did I expect to be different?
Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate your guys' feedback, your guys' support. It really does mean a lot. So unfortunately for that video, it came to a terrible end, but whatever, 2K, you really can't control it. You just can't. 2K simulations. I couldn't have made that team much better. I mean, I could have, but that was a really good team. But anyways, thank you guys. This is Crushables. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I'm saying peace.